Welcome students. So in previous lecture we were discussing about the relationship between voltage and current while sinusoidal signal is applied to any inductor or capacitor. In this video we are going to discuss about instantaneous power in case of a sinusoidal signal is applied to either inductor or capacitor or resistor. Okay. So let's start this. Instantaneous power is generally measured in terms of volts because it is actually a power, so unit of power is nothing but volts only. What is instantaneous power? So that is the power at any instant of time. So let's say I am having a current source which is applied to any inductor. In that case, if I want to find the instantaneous power at time t is equal to, let's say, 1 second. So at 1 second we have to find what is the value of voltage and what is the value of current, and simply by multiplying voltage and current we can find the value of power. Okay, so instantaneous power, that is P, which is the function of t observed by an element, is the product of the instantaneous voltage V of t across the element and the instantaneous current through it, and that is given by P of t is equal to V of t multiplied by I of t. Now to derive general case of instantaneous power that is absorbed by any elements, either it is R, L or C. So V of t is given by Vm cos omega t plus theta V, and I of t is given by Im cos omega t plus theta I. Here we can see that Vm and Im is nothing but the amplitude of voltage and current respectively, and your theta V and theta I are the phase angle of voltage and current respectively. Okay, so if you want to find the value of power, so just to put the value of V of t and I of t into this equation, and we can have Vm multiplied by Im cos omega t plus theta V multiplied by cos omega t plus theta I. Now using simple trigonometric identities we can have this equation. Let me just clarify this because I have skipped some of the step. Here you can see Vm and Im is a constant term, so we don't have to worry about this. Here you can see one term is cos omega t plus theta V, another term is cos omega t plus theta I. So I hope you remember this equation, that is 2 Cc is equal to C plus C. Here C is nothing but cosine term. Now let me just clarify the angle. So if you just look at right here, you can see that there is cos something multiplied by cos something. This 2 is not here, so if you just take this 2 right here, in that case it will be 1 by 2 C plus C. Just don't worry about the angle right now, I'll explain. Okay, so here you can see 1 by 2 term right here, in this term also you can see in second term too. So this 1 by 2 is nothing, it is came from here only. Okay, this Vm Im also it is constant, that is why it is came from here only. This angle term, here you can see C plus C, so cos something angle plus cos something angle. Now why that is theta V minus theta, and here 2 omega t plus theta V plus theta I. Let us assume that this angle is A. Okay, and let us assume that this angle omega t plus theta I is B. So here in case of first term it will be A plus B, so cos of A plus B plus cos of A minus B. That is what the equation was. So T2C plus C is equal to C plus C. I am sorry, 2C into C is equal to C plus C, where first angle will be C A plus B and the second will be cos A minus B. So if you just add both this equation, here you can see that omega t plus theta V plus omega t plus theta I, and that will be 2 omega t plus theta V plus theta I. You can see this term right here. Okay, so I think this part is clear to you. 1 by 2 just because of we are dividing this equation by 2, both the sides. Vm and Im is constant. Cos, because it will be c plus c only, so cos a plus b, that is 2 omega t plus theta v plus theta I. So this part is clear. Now in the second part you can see that is cos of a minus b. So if you do a minus b, then it will be omega t plus theta v minus omega t plus theta I. So if you just give the minus sign into the bracket, then it will be omega t will be cancelled out, and the answer will be theta v minus theta I. This plus will be minus, so theta v minus theta I, that you can see right here. Okay, so this is the second term. I hope it is clear to you, everybody. So the power, instantaneous power, that is given by 1 by 2 Vm Im cos theta v minus theta I plus 1 by 2 Vm into Im cos 2 omega t plus theta v plus theta I. Okay, so here you can see that that is the equation of power, and we have just rewritten this equation. Now it can be observed that the instantaneous power that has two parts. Here you can see the first part is 1 by 2 Vm Im cos theta v minus theta n, and the second part is 1 by 2 Vm Im cos 2 omega t plus theta v plus theta I. Here you can see that the first part is a constant, and that is time independent part. Okay, here you cannot see any time varying quantity, so this part will not going to change as per your time is changing. Okay, in the second part you can see that a sinusoidal part with a twice the frequency of voltage and current. So if we just look at our initial voltage and current signal, that is Vm and Im, we can see that that is Vm cos omega t plus theta v. Same for current, it is Im cos omega t plus theta I. Here you can see the frequency is omega t only, but in case of power, here it is 2 omega t. So the frequency will be twice in case of power. Okay, and the first term you can see it is not a time varying quantity, so it is the constant. So the instantaneous power changing with time, and therefore it is difficult to measure, because you can see second term is changing either although the first term is not changing, but your second part is changing with respect to time. So it is difficult to measure instantaneous power for any element, and that is why it is more convenient to deal with average power, although using average instantaneous power. In fact, our wattmeter and other instrument which is used to measure the power, it is actually respond to average power only. So it is good to deal with average power in place of using instantaneous power. Okay, so what is average power? So average power is nothing but the amount of power, instantaneous power, over a one period cycle, and that is nothing but a time taken by a signal to complete one cycle. Okay, so let's say that is p of t, the function of t, 0 to capital C. So one period of cycle means amount of time taken by a signal to complete one cycle, that is one period. So average power is nothing but average of the instantaneous power over one period of cycle. Okay, so how we can find the value of average power? So mathematically we can represent power P is equal to one period, that is t, that is 0 to t. If we just extend this signal, then here it will be 2t. In that case, here we can write 2t minus t, that is also t only. So one period is always t, so we have to just divide this equation always by t only. If you just go on, then 3t minus 2t, it is also t only. So here we are considering t minus 0. Okay, that is 1 divided by t, integration from 0 to t power pt into dt. Okay, if you are talking about the second waveform or the second period, in that case it will be t2 2t p of t dt. Now already we have find out the value of pt, and that is Vm Im cos theta v minus theta I plus 1 by 2 Vm Im cos 2 omega t plus theta v plus theta I, that we have also derived previously. So just put this value into this equation and take the integration with respect to 0 to t, and the 1 by t term also be added. In that case, you can see right here I have already written this equation. So in above equation we can say that the first term is constant, because the if we just do the integration of this term, there is no any time varying quantity, so this is the constant term. The integration of 0 to t will be then if this is constant, just take it outside and the integration will be 0 to t dt, and the answer will be t. Okay, and that t and this t will be cancel out. In that case it will be 1 by 2 Vm Im cos theta v minus theta I only. So this term will only be present if we take the integration of first part. Now if we take the integration of second part, here you can see this is time varying quantity, because here it is 2 omega t, and that is the second term or the second integral is a sinusoidal, and we know that the average of a sinusoidal over its period is 0, just because the area under the sinusoidal during the positive half cycle is cancelled out by the negative half cycle. So if you take the average of a sinusoidal signal like this, so t, let's say it is the p of t, then the area of the upper half cycle and the area of negative half cycle cancel each other. So the average power p of t will be 0 in case of a pure sinusoidal signal. Okay, so this term will be 0. If we take the integration, then it will be 0. So only the first part will be present, or we can say second term in above equation is vanishes, and that is why the average power is given by this encircled part, that is 1 by 2 Vm Im cos theta v minus theta I. That is what the average power. Okay. Now let us consider some cases when the value of theta v and theta I is different. In that case, what is happening? Now let us consider the first case when theta v is equal to theta I. Let me just show you the previous equation, that is 1 by 2 Vm Im cos theta v minus theta I, and when the value of theta v is equal to theta I, this will be 0. So cos 0 is 1. That is why we can write the power p is equal to 1 by 2 Vm into Im, and that is a pure resistive circuit. So in pure resistive circuit, the power is given by 1 by 2 Vm into Im. If you put the value of Vm is equal to IR, then in that case it will be 1 by 2 Im square into R. This shows the purely resistive load absorbed all the powers. Now in case of inductive circuit or capacitive circuit, the value of theta v and theta I is no more equal. That is why the value of theta v minus theta I will be plus or minus 990. Okay, so put the value of 90 into previous equation. In that case, cos 90 will always be 0. So when the circuit is purely reactive or purely capacitive, in that case the average power will always become 0. So the purely reactive circuit absorbs no average power. Okay, but as far as the purely resistive circuit is concerned, it will absorb power at all the times. Okay, so just keep this in mind.